की जय, भक्ति महादेवी की जय, राधा रानी की जय। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अहोवकीयं स्तनकालकूटं जिघांसया पाययदप्यसाध्वी लेभे गतिं धातृचितां ततोऽन्यं कं वा दयालुं शरणं भजे। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्ष्मी। यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्य तद्ध्वं हदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। भागवत सुमिरन। रिद्धि सिद्धि दाता सिद्धि सदन बादन रहे मनवा, यह बाती छाती लिए लकुतिया, कायन के पीछे वाल वाल कर मुरली उर्मा, शीश मुकुट कति या छवि बस हो हृदय निगम कल्पतरो गणितं फलम्, शुक मुखादमृतद्रव संयुतम्, पिबत भागवतं रसमालयम्, मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका, मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, भक्ति माँ देवी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, भागवत महापुराण की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु महाराज की जय। आदरणीय पंडित जी, विप्र मंडली, भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, वर्षिपेबल पंडित जी, पंडित चेतरा महाराज, our pandits, devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. As we continue with this Bhagavad Mahapuran Yajna, Pandit Chetra Maharaj celebrating his birthday. In commemoration of his birthday, he's given thanks and gratitude to the Supreme Lord through the medium of Bhagavad Mahapuran Yajna. We also like to thank Bhakti TV, especially Pandit Satyanand Maharaj, Trinidad, as we're going live on Bhakti TV today also. I want to thank him for his courtesy and this wonderful seva that he's performing, to continue to do that. We continue tonight Bhagavad Mahapuran. Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind शौरेण मृष्यति चिन्तयन् हरिजगाम शरण मृत्यु पातालमस्य शङ्किता कंसेन प्रहिता घोरा पूतना बालघातिनी शिशुश्चाच्चार विक्रन्ति पुरग्राम प्रजा श्रवणादीनि रक्षोघ्नानि सुकर्मसु कुर्वन्ति साधितां भर्तुं याति भान्यश्च तत्र हि ये कदोपेत्य पूतनानन्दगोकुलं योषित्वा माययात्मानं वाविशात् राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे भज गोविंद भज गोविंद वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। ये कथा 10वें स्कंद 8वें अध्याय कथा है, 6वें अध्याय। पहले थोड़ा समझ लो, ये आकाशवाणी ने कंस से कहा कि देवकी के 8वें संतान से उनकी मृत्यु होगी। काल कंस ने 6 को मार दिया। 7वें बलराम हुआ, वो तो ट्रांसफर किया देवकी के गर्भ से रोहिणी के गर्भ में। जब 8वें हुआ तो वसुदेव ने भगवान की प्रेरणा से वृंदावन को ले गए। यशोदा को पुत्री हुई, लड़की, तो वहां कन्हैया को रख दिया और पुत्री को लेके आया। यहाँ फिर खबर आ गई कंस के पास कि बच्चे हुए। यहाँ आया, देखे लड़की है। देवकी ने बहुत प्रार्थना की कि ये लड़की है, इसको छोड़ दो। कंस ने सुना नहीं, उसी लड़की उठा के गए उसको मारने के लिए और हाथ से उड़ गए। So let's understand before we begin the katha, a little synopsis. When Devaki and Vasudeva were getting married, they had gotten married, and Kans was taken the barat. He was driving the chariot. He loved Devaki like his own sister. the voice came from the sky, "Hey, you fool, the one you're taking to her wedded bliss, her art with her 8th child will be your death." Hearing this, Kans wanted to kill Devaki, but Vasudeva promised Kans that every child born he will give to him. Vasudeva was Satyavadi. Everyone knew that he never would tell a lie. But Kans also knew that Vasudeva would not lie, so he let them go and eventually put them in jail. 6 sons he killed. When the turn came for the 7th child, the child was transferred from the womb of Devaki by Yogamaya, Durga, from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, another wife of Vasudeva, who was staying in Vrindavan at the home of Nanda Baba, in hiding. Vasudeva had many wives. The Balram was transferred, and they thought Devaki had a miscarriage. At the time for the 8th child, Bhagwan himself came, Shri Krishna. Bhagwan appeared before Devaki, and then inspired Vasudeva, "Take me to Vrindavan." Vasudeva took Shri Krishna across the raging Yamuna. Yamuna gave the way, etc. I'm not going to go in detail of that. And went, here Yashoda Maiya had given birth also to a girl. But everyone was sleeping, including Yashoda. There, Bhagwan inspired Vasudeva to put him next to Yashoda and bring the girl, exchange. He brought back that girl, baby girl, came back in the jail, all the gates closed, it was open by itself, 7 gates, all closed. And then the news reached the girl, baby started crying, news reached Kans, the baby has come. 8. This is the most dangerous one. When Kans came, he saw this is a girl. Devaki is pleading with Kans. "Please, this is a girl, what can she do to you?" Kans said, "Girl, boy, doesn't matter." The voice from the sky said, "The 8th child." In his 8th. So he picked up that girl by her feet and was about to dash her on a slab of stone when she flew from his hand. Flew through the roof and took her original form. Jagadamba, Durga, 8 arms, upholding weapons. "Hey Murk, you fool," she says to Kans, "Mujhe marna. You want to kill me? First to begin, you can't even touch me. And besides, the one who is your dad, who is going to kill you, has taken bath someplace already. He's someplace." She didn't tell him where, someplace. And she disappeared. कंस को उस समय बहुत दुख हुआ मन में, पछताया, असली में, सही में. Kans repented in his mind at that time. Thought very badly of himself. He went to Devaki and Vasudeva and begged for forgiveness. Crying, "I have committed such great sin," etc. They forgive him. And then he went to his palace. अपने महल गए. वहाँ मंत्रियों को बताया कि मैंने इतना बुरे कार्य किया, क्षमा मांगा वसुदेव देवकी से. तो सब हंसने लगे, आप पागल हो गए क्या मंत्रियों. So when he went back to his palace, at that time Kans was ready to, okay, if I have to die, I have to die, what to do. But you have to be careful when we listen to advice. Who we listen to advice from. There, all the ministers, they were all Rakshas, demons. Aghasur, Bhakasur, all these. These all powerful demons were there. They were his ministers. The kind of atrocities they were carrying out. They said to Kans, related what happened and how he felt very bad. They said, "What happened to you?" Did you smoke something? Drink something? He got mad. You're so powerful. Forget all of that. अब जो 10 दिन से कम बच्चे हैं, 10 दिन से लेकर सबको मार दो. They said to Kans, look, all children who have been born within 10 days, 10 days and less, kill all of them. In the whole of Braj. Not one should survive. Therefore, within that will be the one also. सबको मार दो. तो कंस के पास उनकी एक नौकरानी थी. उनकी एक स्पेशल मंत्री पूतना. पूतना का कार्य था बच्चे को मारना. और बहुत मायावी शक्ति उसके पास था, जैसे चाहे बना सकता. तो पूतना को बुलाया और पूतना से कहा, देखो अब ये कार्य आपको सौंप रहा, ये कार्य आपके लिए. ये सब ने बताया ये कार्य करना 10 दिन से बच्चे 10 दिन के काम 10 दिन से लेकर जितने बच्चे हुए इसको सबको मार दो. ये मेरा आज्ञा है और मैं जानता आप ये कर सकती है, ये आपका कार्य. पूतना ने शिरोधार्य दिया. कंस को अपने भगवान की तरह मानती, सिर नवाया और कहा, जी हजूर हम करेंगे. So, having told Kans that all children 10 days and less should be killed, Kans had a very special person in his armory. Her name was Putna, a demoness. Putna has special powers, Mayavi powers. She could change into any shape, any form she wanted. She has special powers. She also had a special job, work, killing children. That was her specialty, to kill children. The name Putna means जो बालकों को मार देते, kill off children. So she had a special poison. एक विष थी उसके पास, कालकूट. This poison she applied to her breast. A child just touches the mouth, छुए मुंह को और मर गए. Just as you touch the mouth, doesn't drink, just touch the mouth, the lips, and that child will die. That kind of poison. दो विष है, एक हलाहल जो क्षीर सागर से निकले, क्षीर सागर मंथन से, और ये कालकूट. So there are two very big poisons. One is halahal, that came out of when the ocean, Kshir Sagar, the ocean of milk was being churned. First thing came out, halahal. The drop could destroy the entire universe. And this kalkut, that you just touch them out. So, पूतना ने बहुत अति सुंदर बनाया अपने, अति सुंदर. और यहाँ किसी बच्चे को नहीं मारे. कई लोग कहते हैं कि कई लोग बच्चे को मार के गए. नहीं, भगवान ने अंदर पूतना के हृदय में बैठ के प्रेरणा दी कि हे पूतना मेरे पास आ जा. अरे पहले ग्वालों के पास जाएंगे तो अब यह हमारा सब मित्र है, सखा, इसको सब मारेंगे तो किसके साथ खेलूंगा. तो ठाकुर जी अंदर बैठ के घुमाया, मेरे पास सीधे आओ, मेरे पास. किसी को नहीं मारा, सीधे भगवान के पास गए. और इतने सुंदर सब ने रास्ता दी. ये गोपिया ने देखा, इतने सुंदर लड़की हमने देखा नहीं कभी, इतने सुंदर बनाया अपने को. वो सोचे महालक्ष्मी ही आई और मुग्ध हो गए इसको देख के. और वो गए एकदम अंदर, घर के अंदर. अब किसी ने रोका नहीं, सीधे वहां जहां ठाकुर जी रहते वही गए. Now, Putana flew through the sky. Which? I didn't need a broom, just flew. Just flew through the sky. She didn't need any special chariot or anything. She had this powers. Very great powers she had. Mayavi. And she became so beautiful. Now she didn't kill. Many Katha Vachaks say that she killed many children and then, no. Bhagwan Krishna sitting in the heart of Putana, he sits in the heart of every living being. Ishvara sarva bhutanam vriddhe shejuna tishtati. Chapter 18 verse 61 Gita. The Bhagwan, he knows what Putana is doing. He thought if Putana would start killing all his babies, amongst them would be my coward friends, my Gwalbals, then who will I play with? So he inspired Putana sitting in the heart, hey Putana, come straight to me. You want to kill me, come to me. I am the one. I am the Atma, the eight. So Putana went directly straight to Nanda Baba's Mahal, his palace. Nanda Baba was the chief of Vrindavan. He had a palace. He was very rich. But Putana was so beautiful. She made herself so beautiful. All the gopis, all the milkmaids and Yashoda, Maya, Rohini, everybody's looking at her. They never saw so beautiful lady before. They just started staring at her. So beautiful. They thought maybe Mahalakshmi herself had come. So she went straight into the palace, directly into the room where little Kanhaiya was sleeping in his palana. Nobody stopped him. In his baby crib. She went direct, straight. और उठाया कन्हैया और कन्हैया को उठाया तो कन्हैया ने आंख बंद कर दी डर गए क्या So she went and picked up Kanhaiya, little Krishna. She picked him up, and the moment she picked him up, he closed his eyes. So many people think because Putana was a Rakshasi, a demoness, and Shri Krishna knew that, he got scared. Are Bhagwan, even death is afraid of him. Bhaya dasyagastapati bhaya tapati suraya. Shri Krishna is such a terror that even death trembles with fear. The Vedas say. He'll be afraid of little Putana. So why did he close his eyes? इसलिए आपको बंद किया शंकर जी को बुलाया. He closed his eyes to call Shankar ji. You see, when the Kshir Sagar Manthan hua, when the ocean of milk was being churned, a divine ocean, the first thing came out, poison. Everyone started falling unconscious. That time also Bhagwan, he was Kachap avatar. He came as a divine tortoise. He called Shivji and said, look, all your entire creation is going to be destroyed. Kuch karo, do something. Shankarji drank that halahal. Tiny drop could destroy the entire universe. He drank it, all of it, and held it in the throat. Shankar Bhagwan, his body is very white. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam. Karpura Gauram, like Kapoor. You see, Kapoor, camphor, how white? So Shivji's body, white like camphor. And he held this poison in the throat, blue. So now imagine something very white and in the middle there's something blue. It became like a jewelry. He got a new name, Neelakanta. Neelagriva, this is in Ved, Yajurved. Neelagriva Shitikantha. Describing the blue truth of Shiv Bhagwan. This has happened from infinite time. That's why it's in Ved also. So they also So here also Bhagwan closes his eyes, say, hey Shivji, hey Shambhu, आइए. आपको विष को अच्छा लगता है, ये विष पी लो, और मैं तो दूध अच्छा लगता हूँ, मक्खन दूध मैं खाता पीता हूँ, तो मैं दूध पीऊंगा उनके स्तन से और आप विष पी लो. So here Kanhaiya is saying to Shankar Bhagwan, hey Shambhu, you like poison, so you come, you drink the poison that Kal cooked poison that's in the breast of Putana. And I like milk, I like butter, fresh butter milk. This is my favorite. So I will drink the milk from her breast. So Shivji, this is why he closed the eyes. Shivji came. He's drinking the poison and Thakurji is drinking the milk. वो अपने छोटे से हाथ, little baby, he took his little hand and held on to the breast of Putana and started sucking her life itself. इतना जोर से चूसने लगी. Putana realized that her life is being sucked out. She flew in the sky. उड़ गए आकाश में. असली रूप लेकर, अब आकाश में असली रूप, और मुंच मुंच ऐसे बोलने लगे, छोड़ दो. लेकिन ठाकुर जी छोड़ने वाला नहीं. Putana is realizing that her life itself is being sucked out. She flew into the sky. Why? That maybe this child will fall if I fly. And she took her real form. And she is flying. And she's saying, Munch, Munch. Leave me, leave me, leave me. But he's not leaving. Thakurji is not leaving. He sucked her life out. Oh, गिर गई. ब्रज में जहां गिर गई, 12 मील तक जितने पेड़ वगैरह सब नीचे हो गए. इतना लंबी शरीर गिर गई. आप सोचो, इतना बड़ा शरीर. So then Thakurji took her life itself and she fell in Vrindavan. Now there was no people where she fell. By God's grace, He made her fall in a certain place that no cowherd or milkmaid or anyone will get, or cows will get killed. But that body was 12 miles long. So big was the original form of Putana. 12 miles long. All the trees, everything sank into the earth. She fell in that bridge in Vrindavan. Everyone is seeing this. ये सब देखा ये क्या है? They are thinking, where is this? Where is Thakurji? Because they saw when she flew up in the sky with him. They are searching, but it's so high. When the body is 12 miles long, तो इतना ऊंचा होगी. How high it will be? So they got ladders. सीढ़ियाँ को लेके. They got ladders and climb up. And then they saw Thakurji. वो खेल रहे थे. उनके बख्शस था. But Thakurji was playing on the chest of Putana. He was already playing. उठा के ले गए नीचे. भगवान को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. बहुत आप पहले जैसे कोई माँ अपने बच्चे को कुछ होते हैं तो लोग कुछ ना कुछ करते, झाड़ते हैं, लोग कहते ओछे करते हैं. इस तरह से मैया और रोहिणी वगैरह गोपियां भगवान को कुछ कर रहे थे, झाड़ना. देखो वो नहीं जानते कि वो भगवान है. भगवान ने पहले सबको बुलाया और फिर अपने आप को भी बुलाया कि मैं भगवान हूं, और सबको बुलाया ताकि वो एंजॉय कर सके. तो कोई नहीं था. Now thinking see this huge Rakshas, and this is only at that time Shri Krishna was only 6 days old. Chhatti, you know Chhatti, we celebrate Chhatti. He was 6 days old, only 6 days, and such a huge Rakshas demon is. So like in the world, when mothers and they have child and something goes wrong, the child gets sick or something, they will ouch it, they will take things and do all kind of little things they will do. Some people will take garlic skins or this thing, and they will take salt, or all kind of thing they will take. And they will pass it around the child to take out any evil spirit. So in the same way, Yashoda Maya, neither Yashoda Maya nor any gopis or any cowherd boys or milkmaid knew that this was Bhagavan. Bhagavan, through the power of Yog Maya, first he made everyone forget. These are all topmost saints, the highest, he made them forget. And then he made himself forget also. Because he wanted to enjoy. He wanted that love of Maya. Just like a mother will enjoy with a child, that relation he wanted. Otherwise, if Maya notices the Bhagavan, she would threaten to beat him, tie him to the mortar, etc. Instead, she'll put him on some high throne and do Aarti holy. So no one knows. So Maya now and together Rohini, they took different things. The cow is very sacred in Sanatana Dharma. This katha I can go in detail here some other time. Every part of the cow, deities reside. 33 crore Devta, Devi plus all forms of Bhagwan reside in every part of this cow. And even the waste part, the urine, the cow pee, the urine, and the gobar, the cow dung. In the urine resides Ganga. The urine of the cow is as good as Ganga Jal, because Ganga resides in that. Look how sacred. People wonder why Hindus don't eat cow and why we worship the cow. This is a very long katha to tell you some other time. Mahalakshmi resides in the gobar, in the cow dung. This is why when Hindus do puja and they make something called a bedi, they have to smear that bedi with gobar, with the cow dung, otherwise it's not sanctified. They have to. That Lakshmi is residing in Mahalakshmi. So using the cow dung, the urine, the cow tail, the dust of the feet of the cow, etc., they did what is called jharna, to ward off any evil. When they saw this huge demon, so any other evil they ward off, and then they started to pray to Bhagavan. Why would they pray? If they knew that this was Bhagavan, then why would they pray to Bhagavan? Because they didn't know. Maya is thinking, this is my little baby, 6 days old, and someone tried to kill him, so she's praying to Bhagavan. Please protect my baby. This bhajan I have chosen, the reason why I have chosen this bhajan, and many of you know it, is because when we pray to God, we cannot pray to God that I have so much sense and I am so smart and I am an adult. We have to approach God like a newborn child, like a baby. Innocence. We are all children of God. The Vedas say, Amritasya vai putraha. Every living being is a child of God. We say, Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Oh Lord, you alone are my mommy, you alone are my daddy. Then we have to approach Bhagwan like a child. This is why I have chosen this bhajan. This is how all the gopis, Yashoda Maya, Rohini and all the gopis are praying. Maik nanha sa, maik chota sa bachcha ho, tum ho bare balwan, Prabhu ji mere raaj ho, Prabhu ji mere raaj ho, Prabhu ji mere raaj ho, Prabhu ji mere raaj ho. Ek nandha sa, ek chota sa bachcha ho, tum ho bare balwan. जैसे ओ लॉर्ड, हे विष्णु, हे महाविष्णु, हे भगवान, I am a little child in front of you. You are very great and very powerful. Hey Bhagwan, please protect my child. I heard that wherever you come from, you have been able to protect millions, millions and millions of souls. In the same way, take away all my sorrows. The one who holds Sudarshan Chakra, O Mahavishnu. मैंने सुना है तुमने यहाँ के लाखों के दुख तारे, मेरा दुख भी तार प्रभु चक्र सुदर्शन वाले। प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो। हे भगवान, you are an ocean of mercy, compassion, दयालु है। अपना समझ के, knowing this, and knowing that you are so merciful, मैंने आज पुकारा, today I am calling you, हे विष्णु, हे भगवान। I am Nirbal, I have no strength. Please take hold of my hand and please give me your help. We are asking you. We are all your children. I am also your child, my Lord. तुमको दयालु अपना समझ के मैंने आज पुकारा, मुझे निर्बल के हाथ पकड़ लो, दे दो नाथ सहारा। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, मैं भी तुम्हारे संतान। प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो। हे भगवान, ओ महाविष्णु, I have come, मैं आया हूँ, where द्वार के पास, I have come to your door, तुम्हारे द्वार पर। Do something, my Lord, ऐसे जतन न करो तो सांच को आँच न आए, that you make true your word, that you protect those who are devoted to you। बिगड़ी बना दो भगवान, please take care of everything, protect our कन्हैया। मैं आया हूँ आज तुम्हारे द्वार पे आस लगाए, ऐसा कोई जतन करो प्रभु, साँच वाच न आए। मैं एक नन्हा सा, मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ, बिगड़ी बना दो तुम हो बड़े बलवान, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो, प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। वही भगवान, सेम भगवान, लेकिन कोई नहीं जाने। So like any mother in the world, they all praying. They love Kanhaiya so much. They all praying to भगवान। अब इस बड़ा शरीर को क्या करेंगे, कैसे जलाएंगे? तो सब ग्वाल बाल ने अपने कुल्हाड़ी को लेके इसको काट काट के बहुत बड़े पाए बनाया, चित्ता बहुत बड़ा लकड़ी लगा के बहुत बड़ा बनाया, क्योंकि इतना लंबी शरीर 12 मील, और जलाया। Now this huge demon is lying there. What to do with this huge 12 miles long? How to remove this? You're going to leave it there? It's going to rotten state. What's going to happen to the whole? They'll have to leave Vrindavan and run. So they have to dispose of the body. So all the cowherds, they got their axe and they decided cutting that body up in pieces. And then they built a huge pile with wood, etc. and lit it to fire. उस समय जब जलाया शरीर को, नंद और कुछ ग्वाल कंस को टैक्स देने के लिए गए थे, वापस आ रहे। तो जब वो शरीर को जलाया, वो धुएं जो निकले इतना सुगंधित, बहुत सुगंधित, ये वो सूंघने लगे। ये सोचिए, कभी इतना सुगंध चीज कभी हमने कभी मिला नहीं, ये कहां से आ गया? So then they started to burn that body of Putana. Something, a miraculous thing happened. At that time, Nanda Baba and some cowherds, they had gone to Mathura to pay tax. Kans was the king, he had to pay tax. All the gopis, everyone had to pay tax. Nanda Baba had to pay tax also. So he had gone and paid tax and was returning. And from the body, when the body was burning, the smoke that was coming out, the smell drifted. The smoke, and this had a smell, it was so sweet. Like chandan, like sandalwood burn. So sweet. Nanda Baba is wondering, where is this sweet smell? Look, when you burn a body, right, if you ever went to cremation, and you do it in the open, in a crematory maybe you won't have to worry, but in the open, by the pounds and pounds of Google and all kind of thing is put that you don't smell this thing. Ghee and Google, all these things by the pounds is bought so that the smell, to keep down the smell. Or else no one will be able to stand there. And from here this body they will put only wood and the body. And such sweet smell is emanated. Like sandalwood. Nanda Baba is wondering, where is this sweet smell coming from? ये कहाँ से? यहाँ आके देखे ये राक्षसी जन उनके शरीर, तो सबको आश्चर्यचकित हो गए. So having come there, they see this is the body of a demon, it's been burnt, and the smell. Everyone, the whole of Vrindavan, everyone is surprised, and we also should be surprised. अब ये कैसे हुआ? How did this happen? एक कथा है. There's a reason. First, we need to understand who is Putana. जब भगवान ने एक बार राजा बलि 99 अश्वमेध यज्ञ किया, इंद्र बनने के लिए एक नियम है, 100 अश्वमेध यज्ञ करना पड़ेगा. बलि बहुत बलवान थे, वो जीत लिया इंद्र को, लेकिन उनके गुरु शुक्रदेव ने कहा, शुक्राचार्य ने कहा कि ऐसा नहीं लेना, 100 अश्वमेध यज्ञ करने के बाद फिर वो सीख मिलेगा। तो बलि ने 99 किया। यह देखकर सब इंद्र और सब देवता घबराने लगे। इंद्र, खास तौर इंद्र तो बहुत प्रार्थना की, भगवान को बहुत प्रार्थना की, तो भगवान ने अवतार लिया। वो खास अवतार है, वामन अवतार, बौने बन के आए। So the katha is, the grandson of Prahlad, that great devotee Prahlad, this grandson name was Bali, Raja Bali. He was a king. He was very powerful. Very powerful. He was so powerful, there was war all the time between the Devatas and the Rakshas. He had defeated Indra and took up heaven. But then the Guru Shukracharya said to him, Bali, my son, you cannot take heaven like that. There's a rule in the Vedas, in the scriptures, that only one who performs 100 Ashwamedh Yagna, horse sacrifice. This is not done in Kali Yuga. It's prohibited. What used to happen in ancient time, a king would let go a horse, and this horse will go through all the kingdoms in the universe, in the world. If any king were to hold that horse, they have to fight with him. And when that horse comes back having traversed the entire world, whether they fought or didn't fight or anything, then that horse was sacrificed. That was one Ashwamedh. Not a lot of rules and regulations, impossible in Kali, and prohibited also. So when one does 100 Ashwamedh Yagna, he attains the position of Indra. So Bali had done 99. When he was going to do the 100, all the Devatas and especially Indra, the king of heaven, Indra is such a fella, he gets, well, in heaven I've told you many times, all the diseases there, just like here. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. There's no physical disease. There's no COVID. No fever, no cold, no old age. The body is not made up like ours. Of the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, space. They have heavenly bodies. They don't suffer from hunger, thirst, physical disease, but all the mental diseases there. Manas Roga, the greed, the anger, the jealousy. You all know so many katha. Indra has so many apsaras, heavenly damsels in heaven, thousands. Bhagwan gave him Urvashi. He asked Bhagwan. And yet what did he do? He came and had an affair with a worldly woman, Ahilya, and spoiled her. The husband, Gautam, had given a shrap to Indra and the wife also. She was turned into stone. This is the condition of Indra. That's why heaven is no great place. You go enjoy for some time and come back here. Come back right here. Bhagwan Shri Ram warns us in the Ramayana. Ehi tan kar pal vishayana bhai, swargahu swalp ant dukhdai. This human body, which is so valuable that even Devatas, celestial gods are begging and praying for, was not given to us to enjoy the senses, nor to go to heaven, Swarga. Why? Swarga, Swalpa. There is no true happiness in heaven, and the worst part, Anta Dukkhadai, it ends in suffering. After you enjoy heaven, you're going to suffer. So heaven is not the aim. The aim is God realization. Anyhow, so Bali wanted to. So Indra, when he saw that he was going to do 100 days, he started praying to Brahma, praying to Bhagwan, and Bhagwan said, okay, I'll come. He was pleased with his devotion. Bhagwan descended as his brother. And that avatar, he's known as Bhaman. Bhaman avatar, he came as a dwarf, divine dwarf. Small. But very beautiful. Bhagwan, whatever form he takes is going to be Bahut Sundar. Very beautiful. So here, Bali was performing, was about to perform, was in the process of doing the 100th. Sawi. Ashwamedh yajna karne lage. Bhagwan Maha aage. Usi roop. So now here, Bali is in the process of performing this 100 Ashwamedh yajna. Bhagwan came in that form. So beautiful. See Bhagwan in that form. Bali got up. We all know the katha. I'm not going to go in detail in that katha. And said, "Oh Brahman Devata, you have blessed me. Please ask something." And Bhagwan said, "I only want 3 footsteps of land." And you know what happened? Anyhow, Bali had a daughter by the name of Ratnamala. Unki beti Ratnamala. Ratnamala, she also saw Bhagwan in the form of a dwarf. And she fell in love. This is impossible. I've told you many times. This is a divine law. Jaki rahi bhavana jaisi Prabhu murati dekhi tina taisi. When we see people in the world, we see good, bad, all this. And more or less everybody see the same way. But when we see divine entity, especially Bhagwan, however we are on the inside, exactly like that we'll see. So if Ratnamala was Rakshasi, demonic on the inside, Tamasi, she should have seen Tamasic. In other words, she should have hated this Bhagwan. But she fell in love so much that she started feeling in the heart, tears flowing from her eyes. If I had him as my son, I will put him to my breast and suckle him. Ye bhavana. Bhagwan, Hridam Beti. Bhagwan Shri Krishna sitting in the heart took note. Okay, I'll fulfill your desire. You're my devotee. Putana, no, I keep saying Putana. Ratnamala is proven that she is a saint. Or she couldn't have fallen in love. I told you, we have seen Bhagwan not once, not twice, uncountable times. Whenever he descended in the world, we were there. But what do we see? We see him just like us, material person with all the defects and shortcomings. Because we don't have the right eyes. Shri Krishna says in Gita, Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumashitam param bhavam ajanantu mama bhuta maheshwaram. Chapter 9, verse 11, Gita. Unaware that I am divine, on not being able to see my divine form, ignorant human beings under the control of Maya, we mistake him for an ordinary human being like ourselves. Whenever God, we're not going to see Bhagwan. Don't think you're going to see Bhagwan and fall unconscious unless you're a saint. Adhikari. Chidanandamaya deha tumhari Bigata vikar jani adhikari. You know, Bhagwan came as Shukravatar, a pig, to kill Hiranyaksha. If we say that pig, oh my God, such a stinking thing. If a saint were to see that form of Bhagwan, in every hair of that pig, infinite bliss, he'll fall on unconsciousness. There's a difference between our eyes and the eyes of a saint, one who's attained God realization. They see Bhagwan in every particle of the world. Siya Ram mai sab jag jani, karahu pranam jori jug pani. Hanumanji is seen Bhagwan in every part of the world. A saint, that's what a saint sees. Jit dekho tit sham mai hai. Surdas is blind and he said, everywhere I look I'm seeing my Sham Sundar, my Kanhaiya, my Krishna. Because not these eyes, divine eyes. When you attain God, Bhagwan will give you His eyes. Then we will see real Bhagwan. So it is proven here. That same Ratnamala Bhagwan noted. You will come when I come in Dwapar Yuga. When I come in Dwapar Yuga, you will come as Putna. The same Ratnamala came as Putna, and I will fulfill your desire. You wanted to succor me, I will fulfill. So it is proven, Putna, she came as a Rakshasi, but Putna is a saint. Divine. So don't have this thing, how could Putna go to Bhagwan's abode? Because it's written in Bhagavad that when Bhagwan took her life, he sent her to his divine abode. Whenever Bhagwan kills someone, what happens? They go to Bhagwan's abode. Putna went to Bhagwan's abode. So there's nothing surprising here. Because Putna was a saint. Bhagwan fulfilled her desire. अब ये भी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है. This katha is also very important in another way. Let's see what that way is. जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल. जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल.
Radha Ramana
महत्वपूर्ण बात है। जब वेद व्यास ने भागवत को पहले और दूसरे ये कथा सुनाया, ये भागवत वेद व्यास ने कैसे लिखा, तो जब ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण ग्रंथ को लिख दिया, तो वेद व्यास ने सोचा कि किसको सुनाऊंगा ये ग्रंथ। कोई अधिकारी जीव हो तो भगवान से प्रार्थना की, तो भगवान ने शुकदेव परमहंस को भेजा। शुकदेव जी पिंगला के गर्भ में आए और 12 साल तक रहे, निकले नहीं। When Vedavyas wrote Bhagavad Mahapuran, the first 2 nights we did the katha of how the great this Bhagavad Mahapuran is, and who is Vedavyas and how he came to write Bhagavad Mahapuran. First he had to do bhakti himself, then he saw Bhagwan, then he saw Maya, etc. Having written Bhagavad Mahapuran, Vedavyas is thinking, who can I teach, who's going to teach this Bhagavad? Who is going to be that deserving soul? It's not an ordinary book. This is a translation of Vedas. So he prayed to Bhagwan. I say, koi jeev, send someone. Bhagwan sent Shukadev. Shukadev Paramahans. Shukadev is no ordinary. Shukadev is also counted among the saints. He's also called Brahma. Shukadev is also the parrot, the pet parrot of Radharani. That's one of the reasons why Shukadev, the name Radha is not expressed clearly in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Shri Radha Nam Matrena Shanmasika Bhavit Murcha Shanmasika Bhavit. If Shukadev ji were to say Radha once, he will go in Samadhi for 6 months, divine trance. And he had only 7 days in which to tell the whole Bhagavad to Parikshit. What will happen? So there are some reasons, this is one of the reasons. Anyhow, Shukadev ji came. The wife of Vedavyas, Pingala, in the womb. And he stayed for 12 years. A child normally stays 9 months, 10 months. And comes out, but he's not coming out. Vedavyas said, Bhaiya, aap kaun hai? Who are you? So from inside the womb, Shukadev is saying, who am I? Who are you asking? Who am I, the body, or who am I, the soul? What are you asking? Vedavyas said, okay, don't give lecture. Why are you coming out? Kyun bahar nahi aate? शुकदेव ने कहा, मैं माया से बहुत डरता हूं, ये माया बहुत बलवान है। अगर आप ऐसे वर देंगे कि माया हम पर कोई असर नहीं होगी तो मैं बाहर आऊंगा। Shukadev replied and said, I am very afraid of Maya, that power called Maya. If you give me that boon, that Maya, you also Bhagwan, your descension of Bhagwan, you have the power. If you give me the boon, that Maya will have no effect on me, I will come out. Vedavyas said, Tathastu, I give you the boon. Come out, Maya will never affect you. Shukadev came out, and the moment he came out, started running. Bhagne lage. He's running, where he's going nobody knows. And Vedavyas is going, Putra. He's not here. He's Paramhans. He's called Shukadev Paramhans. Paramhans means one who neither hears, sees, smell, taste, touch, anything except Brahm, everywhere. Everywhere, only God. The condition of Shukadev on the way, while he was running like this, some apsaras were bathed naked in a lake, in a pond. To bathe naked is considered to be a great sin. It's a sin against Varun, the god of water. The Papa. So they were bathing. When Shukadev went by, nobody, they continued bathing. When Veda Vyas, old man, came, they quickly started to cover themselves. So Veda Vyas ko gussa aaya. Veda Vyas got angry. He was already angry. They had committed paap. Hey, chokre. He looked at them and said, hey, you girls, angrily. My 12-year-old son, young man, went here and you continue bathing. And I'm an old man. When I came, you started covering yourself in shame. Ah, you have done wrong thing, Pap. So they said, Mahatma Ji, oh great soul, please don't give us any shrap. Don't put a curse on us and don't get angry. There's a reason. You see, your son is Paramhans and you are Hans. There's a difference. What's the difference? Paramhans, in that when Shukadev came, he didn't see naked girl, pond, tree, nothing. Shukadev is seen Brahm, everywhere. He's seen the formless aspect. He's seen himself everywhere. We are heavenly damsels. We know when a man looks at us how he's looking. Even ordinary women in the world, they have an idea when a man looks at them. And we are heavenly damsels. When you looked at us, it was different. You saw naked girl, naked lady, bathing, pap, sin. You got angry. So you are Hans. A Hans is an ancient bird that if you mix milk in water, it is impossible to separate. But this Hans can separate the milk from the water. So you are Hans. You are saint, you have realized God, but you are Dwight. In that you see the world and you see Bhagwan also. You also see the world and you also see Bhagwan in the world. Whereas Paramhans, he only sees everywhere Bhagwan, Brahm. There's a difference. Anyhow, Shukadev went and fire in the forest. Veda Vyas gave up, he went back home. Okay, वापस गए घर. और ये शुकदेव जी बन गए. बन के बीच में जाके बैठ गए समाधि में. He went deep in the forest and sat down in samadhi. Veda Vyas told his shishyas, go and collect wood, etc. He knew that Shukadev was there. So Veda Vyas and his disciples, his shishyas, they went and they came back. Guruji, we saw a very beautiful boy. Shukadev was so beautiful. His body has the same complexion as Shri Krishna. So awesome. Same complexion as Shri Krishna. Such a beautiful boy, naked, sitting we saw in the middle of the forest. Veda Vyas said, in his mind. He said, okay. But he seems like he's in deep trance. Okay, I'm giving you this shlok from Bhagavad Mahapuran. Go and say it in his head. Now remember, a Paramhans is not one who neither hear, see, smell, taste, touch anything except Brahm. So nothing is supposed to enter. Yet Veda Vyas is saying, go and say this mantra. One of this mantra from Bhagavad Mahapuran. What was the mantra? Aho vakiyam stanakal kutam jighansaya payayatapya sadhri lebhe gatim dhatruchitam tatonyam kamvadayalum sharanam brajem. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 3rd canto, 2nd chapter, 23rd verse. This verse is saying from Bhagavad, who else is so merciful other than the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna that I can take complete shelter, completely surrender, take shelter than Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, who is so merciful that he gave even that wicked witch Putana a mother's place, high place in his divine abode, even though she had come to kill him, to kill the divine child when he was a divine child with poison smeared, the Kalakut poison on her breast. Who else is so merciful? Hear how merciful Shri Krishna is. We would hear the shlok, nothing. Oh, but when Paramhans, when saint heard the same shlok, his eyes opened. He felt so blissful. Khul gaya. So sweet, so much bliss he's experiencing. He looked at the boys. The boys, they got scared. Oh, maybe he's going to give a curse to us. They started trembling. He said, hey, come here. Very timidly they went close to him. Where did you hear this shlok, this mantra from? The shlok. Oh, our Guruji, Veda Vyas. Veda Vyas. Shukadev taught, I know Veda Vyas, that's my father. Oh yes, he has written Bhagavad Mahapuran, 18,000 mantras. And this is also one from that 18,000 mantras. Shukadev said, Acha, I want to hear. So Shukadev went and he heard the whole Bhagavad from Veda Vyas, and then he related the same Bhagavad to Parikshit. Today we are able to hear Bhagavad Mahapuran. All because of this incident on the 6th day. Oh, Chatti ke din. That's why this day is so important. On the 6th day of Shri Krishna, this incident where Putana came to kill him. And he so mercifully gave Putana his divine abode, even though she had come with the intention to kill him. Hearing that, Shukadev listened to the, otherwise nothing could have awakened him. He listened to the whole Bhagavad Mahapuran, that today we also can hear Bhagavad Mahapuran. There's more, but we'll finish the Katha here tonight. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki, Bhagavad Mahapuran ki jai, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai